Welcome to 19 minutes of one more minute, and I've got a bubble in my throat. Okay. I hope you're having a nice week. Yeah, what's going on? I've spent the last week or two feeling less energized, not really motivated, but it's come back today. Like today I woke up and I was like, it's time to get things done, which feels really nice. Yeah, I have this, like, I think I've mentioned this in previous videos of like this idea of the inner artist child, and how I've been feeling recently for like the past week or so was like, oh, my artist child is like napping, is what it feels like, because I'm not feeling pulled or drawn to do anything. I just want to like do absolutely nothing. I'm trying to find that balance of like letting myself rest if that's what I feel like I'm needing, but I don't think it was fully like I need to rest. It was just like I don't know, just like a loss of motivation. I think that comes, and that's fine. I did try doing an artist date, which is like from the artist's way. It's like you take yourself out and do something on your own. So it's like doing regular things, but on your own, like kind of with intention. And so like I went to the gym and then I did some shopping and got groceries, but it was like just going out and kind of different from my regular routine on a Saturday. So that was good, and I think that definitely helped. But yeah, I just woke up today and was like, I'm ready to get things done. And I wonder if part of it is that the holidays are coming up. I'm gonna be traveling to visit family for Christmas, so it's like looking forward to that a lot. And I think it was like I have these things that I want to do beforehand. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I just feel a lot more motivated, which feels really good because I was missing that. I was like, oh, please come back, because I don't know. It feels really uncomfortable when I'm like feeling very bleh. It takes a lot of energy. But yeah, and then I don't have a plan for this video, which is rough, but that's okay. I might talk about, I'll talk about a few things. I've got a plan for next week's video, which I'll be recording earlier because I'll be away next week, but that's besides the point. Yeah, I don't really know what else I've been up to. I've been just preparing for Christmas, and I just finished my fourth song for the Dragon Age Deep Dive series, which was great, really fun to do. I'm really enjoying with each song that I make. There seems to be like a different focus on how I approach it or make it, or like it's like a new skill I'm working on in that thing, and it's like the smallest thing. But this time for this new song, it is I wrote the song and the music first and the lyrics second, which was very odd and different for me because normally I write the lyrics first and like I have the melody in my head and then I build the music around that. And this time it was like, let's do music first, just feel the vibe, because I understood the vibe I was going for and like the theme of it, like how I wanted it to sound, but I didn't necessarily have the words in my head of what I wanted to say. So I did the reverse of what I'm normally used to doing, which was a really cool challenge. And the process felt really different. I'm not sure if I like it. I don't know. I guess there's positives to it of like being like, I think when you have the lyrics and the melody, you then get like, you can kind of get stuck, or like I at least like in this starting off journey, I get stuck in these are the lyrics, I have to fit the music around this structure, and it's harder for me to like break up and change it to make room for the music. Whereas with the music, I can like start to explore the journey musically and then fit the words around it. It's really interesting. It's fascinating. But yeah, so that was really fun. I still have to make the music video for that video and record some voiceover stuff, which will be fine. But then the next video that I'm doing is a reaction video to a film, which I'm so excited to do because I've always wanted to make those types of videos. So I'm going to be trying that out, which I can't wait for. That'll be really fun. Yeah, and then I've started getting more ideas on what to do with my crafting store and selling crafts, because that's a big thing that I want to do. And I think I've mentioned before that I've kind of like narrowed down the idea of my shop is called Craftsy Wafsy Co. Just because I've always wanted it to be like, I love making crafts and I want to sell them to people, but I think the pressure of selling and making money off of it really blinds my ability to like enjoy making the things that I'm making, and then it's not fun and it crumbles and falls apart every time. And so I'm going through a rebranding of that, and turn it into Craftsy Wafsy Fantasy, and it'll be more of a focus on fantasy themed things. So I'm gonna start focusing first on D&D, and then like, yeah, we just get into like any, like, it's there's so many things to explore within fantasy anyway. But I'm gonna start with D&D, and I've got the first thing I'm going to be making and working on is I want to do little tapestries for decor. So the first one will be a D20 tapestry, which I'm excited to design and build. I think that'll be really fun. So I'm starting to work on that, which is great. And just doing that, working on like the rebrand of the like my branding colors and the logo and stuff. I want to change all that. So I'm really looking forward to that as well, and that's kind of been the top of my mind recently too. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I hope, so I just want to make sure that when I make the crafts I enjoy them, and that like I like making them, and then like the pressure of like selling or making money, I just don't want that to be like the main thing. I just want to like show myself that I can consistently have a shop open and promote my stuff, and like it just be there, and I'm having fun with it. It's important that I enjoy what I'm doing. I think the part where I fall short and don't enjoy it as much is the promoting and the like social media marketing of it all. I think there's other ways to go about it as well, but I think like I'm very aware of like it's fun to see, at least for me. I love watching how people make things, whether it's like clay projects and seeing how that's made, or drawing and all that stuff. It's really fun to watch that creation process. But I don't like filming myself while crafting, because I think I'm then thinking about like, I feel really restricted because I'm like, oh, I have to keep my hands, if I'm crocheting or making clay, it's like I have to keep my hands in this area, and it feels like there's less freedom of exploring and creativity because it's like for this thing. So I've been trying to work out how to like balance it, because I think having those videos would be cool and really nice, but it's like I don't want that to shadow the fun I have in making things. But I'm trying to see it as like I enjoy filming things as well as like as a way of being creative. So I'm trying to like cook up some ideas on what I can do so that any filming stuff is enjoyable, but I'm not losing that love of making the thing for the craft. So yeah, still working that out. I've got a few ideas on that. I might try like some stop motion, which could be cool. I think with crocheting, if I do like a row at a time and just taking a picture of it at each moment, I think that'd be really cool. Yeah, just figuring that out. I might do some like live Twitch streaming of making these crafts. I think that could be really fun too, because that would be like I am filming it, but it's like just to chill and hang out. So I'm really excited about that idea, but I think I'd want to get a second webcam so that I can have one camera of my face and one of my hands doing the thing. So yeah, we'll figure it out, but I think once I've worked on that bit, because like that's like the sticking point for me, I think it'll get better. Because like I can find the consistency, but the effort into making social media content in this way is just something that I just don't really like doing. So it's like trying to figure out what works best for me that I can sustain, that doesn't like burn me out and make me wanna like bash my head in, you know? But we'll figure it out. I think that'll be fine. Yeah, and just like trying to find innovative ways as well to do this. But I think I've got like the patience now and like less of the need, like not the like there's less of the pressure to do it. So it's like more like building the patience, building the resiliency to slowly just like trust that the more I stick with it, the it'll like start to build, you know? Here's hoping. Um but yeah, because I see this as a long-term project. Like, yeah, like checking back in like 2 years to see where we're at, which would be nice. Yeah, that's really been it. I've been like, yeah, it's been like a good month, I would say. I think it's like because things are winding down. I'm about to have 2 weeks off of work, which I'm really excited about. Just to like spend time with family and just kind of be able to work on the projects I want to without the pressure of, like without work kind of happening. Just like to focus solely on my projects, I think would be really nice and like reset, which would be really good. I think like there's a, I feel like there's such this big like, oh, like new year, new me, and like there's like a fresh start, and it's like it doesn't have to be. We don't, I think there's like sometimes people feel a pressure about the new year starting and you need your life together, and like you don't need that. That's like you don't have to have that. It's okay. It's just another day. But I feel like at the moment everything is kind of lining up where it kind of is taking that shape of like I'm like taking the time to kind of like wind down at the end of this year to kind of restart for the new year. So yeah, it feels exciting and nice. But yeah, and just chilling. I'm still drawing. I just really enjoy drawing. I'm having like so much fun just like being able to draw something that I'm really invested in is really really fun. And then like I'm like slowly learning how to see the lines and what to do, and like if I draw, like if I'm drawing a character from like an anime, is what I'm doing right now, is I'm drawing all the Haikyuu characters. But if I'm drawing them and like I look at it and I go, something looks off, I feel like it's such a cool puzzle to feel like to find like, okay, what is it that's like not making their face look like their face, because I have all the elements, but like some like the eyes need to be closer together, further apart, or like some part needs to go down. It's been fun to like figure that out and learn that. Yeah, it's cool. It's hard when you're, because I'm just drawing in pencil, so like there's that resistance of like, well, if I erase this, then I'm gonna have to either do it again, which like I've proven to myself I can. I have to do it again, or like if I do it, it like won't be right. You know, it's like a, well, this looks good, but if I want to make it better, then I have to change it all anyway. It's quite a game. It's quite a mind game, but I like it a lot. I've got like, how many have I made? I've made 7, counting them now. I've made 7 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So I've got 9 to go, which I'm really excited about, because once I've done that, then I can make copies of it, and I'm gonna work on like painting them and maybe doing some digital art with them just to play around. But just to have even just the sketches of it all is really exciting to me. I think it's cool. I think it's so cool to have like artwork of the things that you love, and to be able to make that myself feels really good and exciting. Yeah, because I feel like all my Instagram is people drawing things, and I just love watching it. It's so cool. It's so cool, and we'll slowly get there. I'm interested in like, I like drawing the characters I like, and maybe at some point getting into like characters I picture in my head that don't exist yet, and how that's going to translate, or like characters from books that have descriptions but I don't necessarily, I'm gonna have to make myself, you know? I think that'll be really cool and fun to learn at some point. But yeah, that's been good. I've had to stop. I've been doing this cheese advent calendar for the month of December, which I've had to stop eating because it's been giving me heartburn. I've been having too much cheese. But luckily it was 25 days. There was 24 different types of cheeses, so you had 2 types, or 2 of the same type. So I got to day 12, and like that's when the heartburn started to really, I was like, oh, this is getting really bad. And then we had one more day of like this like really cool fancy cheese that was supposed to be for the 25th. So I did all my like tastings and testings of all of them, and now I'm like, okay, I gotta cool it on the cheese, cause I've been having a lot of heartburn. I had a lot, must have been in August or September. I was like having I think it was August, like constant heartburn, like 24/7, and the only reprieve I would get was like being asleep, and like I would like wake up, feel fine, and then I was like hard to eat because I was like, I know as soon as I eat, it's gonna give me heartburn again. Um, and like I went to the doctor to get that looked at, and they just put me on like the like over the counter heartburn tablet things I took for a month. And like that did help, and it kind of made it go away. And I've been trying to take more like turmeric tea because that's anti-inflammatory, and so I think I was like hoping that would help, which has as well. But I think this increase in cheese that I've been having, so that's the only difference to my diet that's happened recently, and so trying to step back on that. But I know when Christmas time comes, I will be eating more cheese. But just having like this week of a break, I think will be good for me. But I love cheese so much, and it's so addicting. It's hard. Yeah, that's really it. I'm starting to feel like the weight of talking for almost 20 minutes is a lot. Really intrigued as to how this is going to go when we start to double that time. A lot. But that's fine. We are going to start making segments. Maybe that'll be something I do in the new year. Next week I will be covering, I'm just going to go over like, I keep a list on Notion of like, I like record all the movies I watch, TV shows I watch, books I read, shows I see. I keep a list of like everything that I watch every year, and I rank them. So I thought it'd be fun next week to kind of go over like my top 5 in each category and talk about them, because I think that's really fun. Yeah, and I post that every year on my Instagram as well, of what my top 5s are for everything, which is fun to look back on as well, to see what the old ones are. Yeah, that's been good. We've got like a minute and a half left. Oh boy. What else am I doing? There's like really not much going on. I did get some new sketchbooks. Because when I started drawing, I've only got this like massive one, which is like really big and really nice. But I got some smaller ones so I can start to travel with like a little one, so I can draw when I want to, which is nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to, the past week, I've really been like stuck on my phone to like the point where it's like addictive. And I know it's just because I think the app that I'm using to like find a place to move is so addicting. Just like the way you have to find it and look at it has like caught onto my brain, and I'm trying to find ways to like keep that feeling up. So I go onto TikTok, I go onto Instagram, and I get stuck in there for way too long. So I've been trying to work on that. So yesterday I was trying to be really mindful and was really good at that, and like went to bed at a good time and didn't spend my night scrolling or anything, which was really nice. So I'm trying to keep that up for this week, just to kind of, help myself. And maybe that's partially where my motivation's also like re-coming up in, because I'm not fogging my brain as much now, which is nice. I highly recommend it. It's hard though. It's so hard. But yeah, that's all for this week. Thanks for listening to me yap, and I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week.